Hey, what up, everybody out there? My name is Duran. I'm a United Auto worker. I just wanted to share a few thoughts now that we are currently in the midst of what's being called a historic stand-up strike. The UAW against all of the big three. What does that mean? Well, that means that as of this time right now, we're now in Friday morning after midnight. There are certain plants that have been targeted to participate in a stand-up strike against all three. It's not all facilities all simultaneously. It is just sparsely being orchestrated right now. The UAW president, Sean Fain, gave a very, I believe, a very productive, a very informative, some would say inspirational, but a very timely speech yesterday. I believe there was less rhetoric. It did not have the same feel of like a pep rally, before a homecoming game. There was more information of greater significance, and it gave a little bit of his background, a bit of a brief biography of who he is, what this means to him, and why he's taking this type of action, not individually but collectively with the UAW leadership to put together this strategy to fight for a fair deal in the next 4 years of a contract with the big three automakers. Now that it's underway, I think that there are a lot of mixed feelings out there, amongst employees. It kind of reminds me of those that might have led first with their emotions and not really listen coherently to what had been explained. To understand that you cannot disclose your full strategy of how you're going to strike. That's like emptying the playbook and giving it to the other team. Also, we got to exercise a little bit of common sense and recognize, if there's $800+ million available in a strike fund, if you were to do all facilities simultaneously on night number one, well, how long could you endure that type of fight? So I believe what he shared yesterday in explaining the method was a good one, because in my interpretation, it leads me to understand that, it's kind of like the corporations and the CEOs have to scramble around and find the next leaky faucet. There's going to be leaks and, mess that they need to sort through with logistics, figuring out, what's coming and what's going, what's being stalled, because the manufacturing is now going to be intermittent. And not knowing where the next leak is going to come from, because they could say, pause, we're striking here, and then resume play, but then, tap another location, another local, and they do the same type of thing. And then again, the corporations would have to scramble around and figure out, how they could, try to manage the facility. So I like what's been presented thus far. It's going to, like I said, it's going to be kind of like a cat and mouse type of thing, where the disruption to production will cause a tension, a pressure, a strain on the corporation and its CEOs to make decisions that they don't want to do under duress. So when that takes place, they will need to determine amongst themselves whether it's time to negotiate a little bit harder, get the best deal on the table. While the UAW brings the pain, will they be able to endure that type of pain, or will they just give in and we sign a deal, come up with a tentative agreement? We'll see what takes place. But I just wanted to share some of my thoughts about what the strategy that's been employed thus far appears to be, and we'll see what happens from there. Thanks. I hope to do another one of these again, share some more thoughts. But God bless you, and let's fight the good fight. God bless.